All right, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot, and I'm your host, Mr. Renew. And today, we got a little daily message, so let's get started with our one card pull, and then we'll get it going. All right, so what's our overall message for today? Or for this week, really? It's the week. Beautiful. Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. So I love this for the simple fact that a lot of these things here for me are changing because I'm in my solar cycle. So I'm pretty happy and excited. I had a really nice birthday. It was really cool. Started off nice, then it got weird, and then it was good. And happy birthday to me. So yeah, that's the random football video. That was me treating myself to that football game, which was dope. That was a dope ass football game. It was tight. And that's the kind of vibes I feel like we're going to be going in with this Nine of Pentacles. I recall when I first got this deck, or the other original deck that I had, but the first tarot card that I ever pulled for myself was the Nine of Pentacles. And I thought it actually was the Queen of Pentacles. So I was reading the Queen of Pentacles energy for like months. Then I was like, wait, hold up. This is the Nine of Pentacles. And with the Nine of Pentacles, it's a little bit different than the Queen. The Queen has responsibilities. The Nine of Pentacles is abundant in and of itself with less responsibilities than financial responsibilities, you can kind of say, or temporal responsibilities. This is like, I don't want to say it's cruise control because it's hard. The things that you do to make up for what you have, I mean, they have more impact. They're hard in the sense of them being hard or time consuming or something like that. But the key is you have an abundance of it. So imagine having a whole bunch of extra income after you've already paid all your bills. It's like, damn, man, this is only my first check. I'm living well below my means. And so that's the kind of energy I feel like we're going to be in. We're going to feel like we're living well below our means to the point to where we have so much abundance outside of us. So I like this energy a whole lot, especially because I can see this in all four ways. The mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit. Those four things, earth, air, fire, water, these aspects that we're trying to convey, these are the same things that you already know what to do within yourself. And the key is, because this is the nine, you have to be able to reflect upon each one of these pentacles as your own self. So the key is how do you create more how do you create more boundaries upon yourself in ways where you would create boundaries upon yourself? Again, I said it the same exact way for the simple fact that you need to understand you need to apply it the same exact way. Once you apply these things the same exact way, then you can start to see yourself as the change within what you're viewing. And what that simply means is it helps you understand that it's just your mindset that needs to adjust. You're still going into the same direction. There's no change in flow. The only thing is you just turn the fuck around. And it allows you to, put a block on one thing while literally open the door to another. And it's not, what you'll quickly understand is it's not just flipping it around, it's trying to stop it this way. It's not doing that. None of these dynamics. It's not doing any of those things. What it is going from being like this to something like this. Now I'm floating. I'm in space. Things can cut above, things can cut below. You have versatility in everything that you've been doing for yourself. You have versatility in everything that you've been trying to show yourself. And because you've been looking at yourself, show yourself, you have an abundance of understanding about who you are. So good job, you. Fuck yeah. And, happy birthday to you all. Because at some point in time, we all are going to have that birthday. And the time that we're furthest away from the birthday is the time where we need to remember that sensation of having a birthday, the most. Taking that time to really just try to ingrain these emotions into your body. These are the pentacles that you're cultivating through each and every one of these different modalities, aka these elements. Those elements are helping you understand yourself. And so when you look at the same things over and over and over, these 9 pentacles, you start to see them as areas of life. In these 9 areas of life, you have 4 different characters. You have your earth, fire, air, water characters. And even if it's the same area, even if it's the same classroom, even if it's the same teacher, even if it's the same group, you will have differences from people who are not you. And so just understanding that if you're fire, somebody else might be water, doesn't mean you're both wrong or both right. The idea is you're different. And if you can understand the differences between what happened to you in these various areas of the material world, real life, if you can understand, oh, I was emotional, well, how about my thoughts? What about my actions? What about my heart? Where was I? Try to go understand how close or how far away you were from being present in that moment. And, if you have to just sum it up as like unconscious, like when people do things while drunk, then do that, because again, you're still accepting and learning yourself, and you're starting to have a vibration of a little of both. Again, I'm not stopping it this way or that way. I'm going to stop it by just creating a restriction. And by you creating restrictions, or AKA boundaries, you can realize that you can be aggressive on certain things that you don't want. And that's the beautiful part about needing or having that aggression. If you learn to redirect how you're letting your energy flow. Again, it's energy, so it doesn't matter if it's air, earth, fire, or water. It doesn't matter where it comes from, or doesn't matter the combination. What matters is that you know how to view it. You know how to change it, and that's the abundance you're going to be seeing in your life this week. This is the overall energy for the year, and especially this month. But this November until December, I'm hearing like around Christmas. So I'm guessing this front part of this winter time is where this energy is going to be prominent. Just understanding that even if we're in the winter time or going towards that, there is beauty and an abundance within there if you adjust your mindset. So like a good example would be to understand we have Christmas or holidays coming up. I'm excited to be able to drive around and look at all the Christmas lights like I've been doing with the Halloween decorations. It's been nice. So it's just something to change my mind on. Again, I'm making an adjustment from being focused with my mind over here to maybe my mind is focused over here. So then everything else is still going to be on its autopilot. It's not going to change. My only thing that changed was my mindset. And these are all the areas that make me feel abundant. And so knowing that I'm looking at one thing and I can look at another thing and still enjoy myself, still be happy, that is where you really find this abundance. And then that's going to start sprouting out from everywhere because you're not limiting anything, and you're even allowing yourself to be angry. Well, the word I heard was zesty and sassy. So I don't know. Maybe you're going to be not giving a damn and you're going to be a little more prude. That's the term that I would use. But zesty and sassy, I don't know. I guess somebody, I guess if we had to really think about it, and not just project what the commonalities are, zesty, if we was to understand that term from food, okay, if zest, that sounds like a spice, right? And then if I had to understand the zest versus the ingredient or, the spice itself, that's like a secondary characteristic or some part of a part. That's kind of what I'm thinking, like the zest of a lemon. It's not the lemon juice on the inside. It's not the lemon flesh on the inside. It's not the brine on the inside. It's the skin. But it's not just the skin, it's little peeled off, shaved pieces of the skin. So, super specific, right? And this zest that you can have, it's just showing you what? What does it actually do? It adds a little flavor, it adds a change. So I think the zesty aspect is you coming in and making a change upon certain things that, were maybe already pretty good. But, have a lemon pudding pie or lemon cake, throw a little lime zest on there or lemon zest, shit might taste better to you. So this is the little changes that helps you feel abundant because that's a challenge. That's a challenge. That challenge is you needing to make a choice and a decision, just like if it was something that we could consider it to be bad. Whether it's bad or good, the challenge is the challenge. And even if it's the challenge of choosing what you're going to eat today, you know, choosing where you're going to take this next trip, like, it doesn't matter what you're choosing, this dilemma of choice happens anyway. And that's what we need to do. We need to be able to focus on our abilities, our capabilities, our soulful inspiration, the things that we know that we know that we know about ourselves, and we can confirm it in many different ways. Those areas of life where we can make a change for ourselves and we can see a change in ourselves. Make a change for ourselves and make a change in how we see ourselves. And guess what? That means we'll forever be abundant. So we'll pull some more cards and see what's going on with this abundance that we're about to have. I probably will do just, the four elements so we can kind of see what areas of life. And at the end of the day, I want you all to be great. So see you on the next one. Peace.